This meditation is already a meditation inspired by Psalm 4 verse 7. You have brought joy to my heart more than when their grain and wine multiplied. Let's start this guided meditation by bringing awareness to the present moment. Find a quiet, comfortable spot where you can relax without being interrupted. Close your eyes gently and start breathing deeply. You have brought joy to my heart more than when their grain and wine multiplied. Feel the breath entering through your nose, filling your lungs with fresh air and vitality. With each in-breath, allow yourself to relax even more. And with each exhalation, release any tension or worry that may be present in your body. You have brought joy to my heart more than when their grain and wine multiplied. Now bring to mind the first principle. Just for today I am calm. Allow this affirmation to sink into your being. Imagine yourself surrounded by an aura of serenity and peace. Visualize every cell in your body emanating a sense of tranquility. Let this calm spread throughout your being, enveloping your mind, body, and soul. Now let's move on to the second principle. Just for today, thank you. Bring to mind all the things you are grateful for. Think of the blessings, the happy moments, and the people who brought joy into your life. Feel gratitude fill your heart. Allow yourself to feel a deep sense of gratitude for all that you have and all that you are. Now let's move on to the third principle. Just for today I trust. Let the energy of confidence fill your being. Let go of fear and anxiety. Visualize yourself surrounded by a bright, protective light. Feel safe and confident in the flow of life. Know that everything you need will be provided at the right time. Finally, focus on the fourth principle. Just for today, I accept differences. Bring to mind compassion and acceptance for yourself and others. Recognize that we are all unique, with our own experiences and journeys. Allow unconditional love to flow into your heart, embracing diversity and celebrating human connection. Now, continue to breathe deeply, allowing these principles to integrate into your being. As you prepare to return to your day, keep these principles in mind. Remember that you have the ability to cultivate calm, gratitude, trust, and acceptance in your life each day. When you feel ready, gently open your eyes and allow that sense of peace and wholeness to carry you through your day. I hope this guided meditation has been helpful to you. Remember that you can return to it whenever you need to remember and strengthen these principles in your life. You have brought joy to my heart more than when their grain and wine multiplied. The biblical passage you mentioned refers to a period of abundance, in which wheat and wine multiplied, bringing joy to people's hearts. By making an analogy with Ho'oponopono, we can relate this joy and multiplication of resources with the transforming power of Ho'oponopono in our lives. Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness, which seeks to bring harmony and balance in our relationships and our inner being. Through this process, we recognize that we are responsible for everything that happens in our lives, and we seek to clear negative memories and patterns that may be affecting our well-being. Just as in the period of multiplication of wheat and wine, Ho'oponopono can bring a multiplication of joy in our hearts. By taking responsibility for our experiences and releasing painful memories and limiting patterns, we create space for greater happiness and abundance to flourish in our lives. Just as wheat and wine are symbols of sustenance and celebration in the biblical passage, Ho'oponopono can sustain us emotionally and allow us to celebrate a fuller, more joyful life. By cultivating the practice of forgiveness, gratitude, and unconditional love for ourselves and others, we can experience a profound inner transformation, bringing greater joy and prosperity into our lives. It is important to emphasize that Ho'oponopono is a personal and subjective practice, and each individual can interpret and apply the principles according to their own understanding and beliefs. The proposed analogy aims to highlight the idea that Ho'oponopono can be a way to multiply joy in our lives, as well as the period of abundance described in the biblical passage. The biblical passage you mentioned, which talks about the multiplication of wheat and wine bringing joy to people's hearts, can be analyzed in relation to the law of vibration and attraction. The law of vibration and attraction, also known as the law of attraction, posits that our thoughts, emotions, and energetic vibrations have the power to attract similar experiences into our lives. If we are in a state of joy, gratitude, and abundance, we are more likely to attract positive circumstances that bring us more joy and prosperity. Similarly, in the biblical passage, the joy in people's hearts reflects a positive vibrational state and gratitude for the abundance of wheat and wine. This joyful and prosperous vibration would likely attract more positive situations and events related to the harvest and prosperity. Likewise, when we apply the law of vibration and attraction in our lives, we cultivate positive thoughts and emotions such as joy, gratitude, and abundance. By doing this, we tune our vibration to what we want to attract into our lives, be it happiness, harmonious relationships, financial success, health, among others. Just as the biblical passage describes the multiplication of wheat and wine bringing joy, the law of vibration and attraction suggests that by maintaining a positive vibration and in line with what we desire, we can attract more joyful and prosperous experiences into our lives. It is important to remember that the application of the law of vibration and attraction is not just limited to material or physical aspects, but also encompasses our emotional, mental, and spiritual experience. By cultivating a positive vibration and aligned with holistic well-being, we can attract a fuller and more satisfying life in all aspects. However, it is essential to recognize that the interpretation of biblical scriptures, as well as the application of universal laws, can vary according to individual beliefs and perspectives. Therefore, the proposed analogy is a personal interpretation based on the biblical passage and the principles of the law of vibration and attraction. Based on the biblical passage that mentions the multiplication of wheat and wine bringing joy to people's hearts, we can make an analogy to the principles of Reiki, specifically the just for today principles. Just for today I am calm, like the joy that fills hearts in the biblical passage, the principle of being calm. Just for today, in Reiki reminds us of the importance of cultivating inner serenity. By practicing calm daily, we can bring a sense of peace and tranquility into our lives, regardless of external circumstances. Just for today Thanksgiving, the joy described in the scripture passage can be related to the just for today principle of gratitude in Reiki. By expressing gratitude for all that we have, we find a greater appreciation for the blessings and abundance present in our lives. This attitude of gratitude allows us to live with a heart full of joy and contentment. Just for today I trust, the principle of trusting. Just for today, in Reiki can be compared to the faith present in the biblical passage. Just as people trusted in the multiplication of wheat and wine, we can cultivate trust in something greater, in the flow of life and in our own healing process. This confidence helps us release fear and uncertainty, allowing joy to permeate our lives. Just for today I accept the differences. The biblical passage talks about the joy that brought people together in a time of plenty. Similarly, the just for today principle of accepting differences in Reiki reminds us of the importance of cultivating acceptance and compassion for ourselves and others. By recognizing and respecting differences, we create an environment of harmony and union, which can contribute to greater joy and inner peace. This analogy reminds us that, like the joy described in the biblical passage, the principles of Reiki can help us to cultivate a fuller life, with serenity, gratitude, trust, and acceptance. These principles can be applied daily, allowing joy and harmony to flourish in our lives, just as wheat and wine brought joy to people's hearts in the biblical narrative.